Coming to Australia, even though I studied English before I came here, the classic is when I started to work in my first job, they asked me to do an invoice, and I said, invoice? Is that like a voice system? I learned the business from really basic ground. When I worked in a travel agency, I picked up recycled faxes from recycle bins around the office. And it was anyone from the secretaries to the consultants to the managing director, and I had a folder full of these different faxes, how to actually write business letters. The first thing that I noticed when I was setting up my own home office was there was nothing that was a bit more stylish. Obviously stationery has always been around, but not the stylish way for a home office. I started with S for stationery, yellow pages, and I just wore some shoe leather, or whatever you say, the Australian saying, and just went to manufacturers, printers, and I learned the hard way, I guess, by just doing it, which I think is the best way. I started with the focus groups, and then I went on to wholesale, and then I went on to selling online, and then I actually convinced Paul to sell his house, which was a bit scary, but we did, and we started our first store in Melbourne Central, and after that we now have about, we'll have 12 stores by Christmas, and our first international store opened in New Zealand a month ago, and we also export to Sweden, which is exciting, bringing back Swedish design into our country. So we do anything from storage boxes to print, to put your printing paper into, to lever art, to binders. We do photo albums. I think it's really important to store your memories in a good quality album. We do beautiful pencils, notebooks, everyday things like erasers, pens from Lamy. Well, it certainly hasn't been an easy ride all the way. It was really tough financially for many years. We started with no money behind. We sold the house, and that was about it. There was many nights I was sleepless. Obviously, not having cash was probably the hardest thing that I faced. However, saying that, I think my passion really pulled me through in terms of I had a really tough day cash flow wise, but then the new products arrived and I kind of forgot about that. So passion was really important, and I think also the other thing was vision. I had a vision the whole time, so the short-term issues or struggles that I had was just really small compared to the big vision that I had. My goal for the future is the sky is the limit. However, we'll probably have about 20 stores in Australia next year, and I like to open in my favourite cities being Stockholm, Copenhagen, London, Paris, New York. So that's a long-term goal, but obviously next year we'll focus on Australia and New Zealand.